Hi, welcome back to another episode of The Corporate Shift. My name is Ingrid H. Turner. I am the spiritual advisor here at Corporate Hippie Connection. Thrilled as always to be reaching out to you and connecting with you and talking shop, right? For me, shop is both business and entrepreneurship, and it's also spirituality and energy. So bringing these two things together is super exciting for me, and I'm really happy that you're as interested in this as I am and we have things to share with each other. Okay, so without further ado, I want to talk today about partnerships. Partnerships in your business, partnerships in your creative endeavors. So it's the hardest thing, one of the hardest things to choose partnerships especially when it comes to our business. You know, this is our love, it's our passion, it means a lot to us. Bringing in new energy is really exciting, and it's also really scary. There's a potential for big expansion, and there's also a potential for a big contraction if it's not the right partnership, if it's not a really good match for you and your endeavors and what you're offering into the world. But even if it's a really big expansion and exciting, that's still big change. And the thing about humans is we're hardwired to resist change, even change that we want, you know? So bringing in the right partner to help us move through that big fear that can come from that big expansion, super important to be really lined up with the people who we choose to partner with, who we choose to work with. Now, that doesn't mean you're never going to have conflict. It doesn't mean you're never going to have disagreements or differences of opinion, but making sure that you're with people who can move through that with you, who cannot take it personally, who can come to a place of agreement with you and have the same goal for expansion as you do, that's super, super important. So here's where I think it gets most tricky with choosing partnerships, particularly for business, because it's a real heady world, okay? Real heady place. We're all taught in life to move from our head and our mind, and there's nowhere where that is more true than in business and career. And so it tends to be when we're looking for somebody to partner up with, maybe you're hiring an employee, that's a partnership, right? Or you're bringing in a business partner, or you're bringing in a consultant. We will look first at their qualifications, right? Sort of what degrees, what certificates, what experience they have. And I'm not saying that we don't look at that, but that can't be the only thing that you look at and take into consideration when you're looking to partner with somebody to expand your business and your offerings and to really put your creation out into the world. You have to learn how to identify what is a really strong, energetic match for you. You're the head honcho. All your energy trickles down into your creation, into your organization, okay? You set the energetic tone. So this partner's got to be a match for you. You can't let somebody else choose your partnerships. You have to be involved in that so that you can feel the energy. Okay, what do I mean by energetic match? So here's the good news. You know within the first 5 seconds of meeting somebody whether they're an energetic match for you. An energetic match is not based on emotion or anything logical. It's simply a yes or a no. You can bring someone in with all the qualifications in the world. Everything looks really good on paper. If you got kind of a feeling about them, it's nothing to do with that person necessarily, but it's not a energetic match for you. So you're not going to work seamlessly with that person. And if you power through that energetic mismatch, that little niggle, that knowing that go, you know, it's going to blow up in your face. And the impact will be on you, and it'll be on your organization. It'll be on your creative endeavors. Okay, it's gonna impact. So look at the qualifications. Yes, you know, choose the person who is a right fit, but make sure you choose the energy too. That has to be just as important a part of the mix. When you meet somebody and you are so simpatico and you feel like you've known them forever and you can just talk and move through and you feel really good, you feel that connection with them, and they have the qualifications, well, that's a soulmate partnership. And that is gonna do amazing things for your business. Not necessarily what you think it will, because that's just not the way it works, is it? But you're gonna move in the direction of your heart. You're gonna move in the direction of the energy. Whereas if you're choosing somebody strictly based on how they look on paper and their past experience, and you're bypassing what you personally feel, what you energetically feel, or not taking that into consideration, you're not going to get the best partnerships coming to you. And what it takes for you to draw in those energetic matches is a commitment to taking that into consideration. Your energy will turn into a magnet, a vortex, if you will, that will bring in the people who are aligned with you just when you open up to it. Now, sometimes when we don't feel an energetic match, I know this is something that I've done in the past, so I'll just bring this up, is we can think like, well, I'm being judgmental, or I have no reason for this. There's no basis for this. There's no reason why this person isn't right. They look good on paper. I'm just making assumptions or being judgmental. So sometimes we do get judgmental when the person who we're communicating with is not a good energetic match. But really what that's about is it's simply your brain trying to find a reason or a justification for the energetic mismatch. You don't need a justification. You don't need to know why. You just need to learn how to trust yourself in that first 5 seconds to know whether this person is an energetic mismatch. And then you can avoid the whole pain of judgment and trying to reason it out. There's no reasoning it out, just a yes or a no. And if you get a yes and they have the qualifications, oh my gosh, it's going to be amazing. And sometimes you get a yes and maybe they don't have the qualifications. There's another spot available for them. Put them there and then open up. Keep opening up to your energy, to pulling in the right people for you. The people who are a strong, energetic soul match for you and your endeavors and what you're here to put out into this world. And the people who can practically help you implement the changes and growth that you're wanting to make in your business and in your enterprises. All right, darling, I hope that's been helpful. Let me know what you think. Like what is your process for choosing people to work with, whether you're hiring an employee, bringing in a partnership, a consultant, whatever it is, how do you go through that process? Do you trust yourself when you get a no, or do you really rely on your mental, checklist, what they look like on paper? Let us know how that goes for you. We're dying to hear. Thank you so much. I adore you.